Sunbrough Cottage, which is out on the moors beyond Cartington, yes. A little cottage up on the moor which we had for nearly, we had it about 27 years we had it, yes. No water, no electricity, no anything yet in it. We holidayed in it, we didn't actually live in it. We spent all our spare time in it with the family, yes. You parked it near Lowbottle, you know Lowbottle? Yeah. You had to park at Lowbottle and you walk up through two streams, up through the wood and up on the moor to that little cottage. Where there was no water, no electricity, anything like that. Eventually we got a gas cooker and got a gas cylinder, you know, yes. It was just a one room. I'm telling you now, there was two rooms, there was one. One with an old-fashioned, do you remember the old-fashioned grates, the black grates with the pot at the side, yes? It had it in that, and then there was another room which we didn't use very much because it was freezing cold actually, so we all congregated in the one room. Well, it had an open fireplace, so we lit the fire and cooked the food there, yeah. And it had a little a pot at the side, you know, which you filled with water. You always had warm water. Yeah. And the boys used to sleep upstairs in the attic, which was just a hole through the roof, through the ceiling. You know. Must have been 40, 50 years ago, yes. Used to be, what was it, £15 a year rent for it, yes. Yeah. But it had wonderful times because the boys could do what they like, you know. Yes. Complete freedom of movement, yes, there was nobody up there. Yeah. And then they had to walk right down to the farm for milk and all that sort. They did that, you know, went down the farm. We used to go down to the farm every Saturday and have a chat with the farmer, yeah. That was our routine, yeah. I think we had about 30 years, yeah. I remember one night in the dark, we minded us way up on the moors, there was a knock on the door. So all six of us went out to the door just for numbers. And it was some soldiers that had lost their way actually. Yeah, it was about 4 soldiers that had lost their way, which was terrible for the army men, weren't it? They're supposed to know what they're doing. Another day we had a hot air balloon came over actually and landed at the cottage as well. That was interesting. We had a chat with them and then they flew off, yeah. Happy days. Simple things in life in those days, yeah. They tell you no now. We didn't have a wireless, I don't think, you know. I can't remember us having a wireless, no.